Welcome to You and Your Money. Today's episode features Jonathan Matthews, Associate Vice President, Wealth Advisor at WHZ Strategic Wealth Advisors.
Today's topic is one that impacts families across generations, building generational wealth. As we get started on that topic this morning, Jonathan, could you give a bit of a description of what that means? What is generational wealth?
Generational wealth. It's been a very hot topic lately, and it will continue to be so as we discuss this going forward today. Generational wealth is, for all intents and purposes, money moving from one generation to the next. So there's a shift happening right now that we'll talk about a little bit more that's called the Great Wealth Transfer, which is a transfer of assets, transfer of wealth from one generation, that's older generation that's going through retirement and moving money on to their descendants, their kids, grandkids, etc.
All right, so there are some changes regarding how families can do that. Let's start right there. What's different about wealth building in 2025?
Well, we're in the middle of what economists call the Great Wealth Transfer. Over these next 2 decades, more than $84 trillion is expected to move from baby boomers to Gen X and millennials. That's the largest transfer of wealth in U.S. history.
Wow, $84 trillion. That is a staggering number.
It really is. And personally, I would be surprised if the government doesn't see that as a great opportunity as well, as a golden goose for taxes. But what's interesting is that Gen X is expected to inherit about $14 trillion over the next decade, while millennials probably receive about $8 trillion. That means families are rethinking how to manage and pass on wealth and how to prepare younger generations to handle it wisely.
So, Jonathan, it's not just about leaving money behind. It's about making sure the money lasts.
Exactly, Wayne. And at WHZ, we do emphasize a holistic approach. It's not about just accumulating the wealth. It's also about the education, communication, that long-term strategy so wealth truly endures from one generation to the next.
And how can families do that?
There's 4, I would say, pillars of wealth management that people should focus on. The first is start early, start smart. The average American today makes their first investment not until age 27, but Gen Z is starting even earlier, sometimes around 20 years old. When you invest early, compounding growth becomes your best friend. It's what people call, the compounding miracle. At a $100,000 investment earning 10% annually, you can grow about $1.6 million in 28 years. Time is your most valuable asset.
So for parents or grandparents listening, encouraging those early habits can make a massive difference?
Absolutely. The second pillar is debt elimination strategy. So start early, start smart, and then debt elimination. Think of the debt as a missed opportunity. Every dollar that goes to interest could be used for investing or savings. Reducing high interest debt builds that foundation for future wealth as well.
Well, that makes sense. You can't build a solid house on shaky ground.
Exactly, Wayne. And then the third pillar is business ownership and equity. Whether you own a small business, we have a lot of small business owners that maybe are listening now a lot in the area, or maybe people invest in one. Ownership is a key driver of generational wealth. It does create income, assets, and transfer opportunities for that next generation. At WHD, we help business owners with succession planning all the time to help ensure that their legacy continues.
All right, and what's the fourth pillar?
Fourth pillar is financial education. This one might be the most important, although it's the last that we're going to talk about. But studies show that up to 70% of family wealth is lost by the second generation. Tragic story of, someone worked hard all their lives. They did a great job saving, or they ran a good business, and then the next generation, it's lost. Up to 90% is gone by the third. So largely because the heirs weren't prepared or educated to manage it.
That is eye-opening. So it's not just a financial issue, it's a communication issue within families?
I would say so. That's right. The greatest legacy isn't just the money, it's also knowledge. Teaching heirs how to manage, grow, and protect that wealth is what sustains it, and that's a really crucial part of generational wealth building.
All right, Jonathan, how can families make sure their children are ready to handle that responsibility?
It might feel weird, but it's important to have the talks. It all starts with intentional conversations. Don't be afraid to speak to your kids or grandkids about this. Host regular family financial meetings, talk about goals, values, not just numbers. Include younger family members in planning discussions and teach them the basics. Don't, overwhelm them, but give them an understanding of compound interest, budgeting, and investing for the long term.
Yes, have the talk with the kids, and it's not the talk that some people have to have with their kids, too. Money talk at the dinner table doesn't have to be taboo anymore?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So there are lots of topics that need to be discussed. This is one of them that we can discuss on the radio. At WHZ, we also have these talks about money and what it means in a family. We often facilitate those family meetings as part of our clients' regular financial check-ins. It's about opening the lines of communication so that next generation feels informed, not overwhelmed.
Now, let's talk about estate planning. You mentioned that today's wealth management has to go beyond just wills and trusts.
That's right. Modern estate planning now involves things like digital assets, things that are new to a lot of people, business valuations, more complex investment structures. It's not who gets what, it's how to protect and transfer those assets efficiently. So you'll want to coordinate with the general crowd that you would think of, the attorneys, the CPAs, estate planners, to get everything integrated, get those tax-efficient strategies aligned, and ensure a smooth transition across these different generations.
Sounds like a team approach.
That is what it is. The family plan, the financial plan, the estate plan, tax strategy, all need to be working together. That's how you maximize long-term impact for your wealth.
Let's wrap it up with the practical side. For somebody listening today who wants to start building or strengthening generational wealth, where should they begin?
It goes back to the 4 pillars. If we were to do a quick quiz, what was that first one? It's starting early and being smart about it. Start assessing where you are now. Are you managing debt wisely? Are you investing consistently? Do you have a will or estate plan in place? Then bring your family into the conversation. The sooner you can align on your goals across the generations, the better it is. And as we just kind of wrapped up discussing too, the team approach, partnering with other professionals, financial advisors, accountants, estate planners, all of those people are going to help coordinate all of those different moving parts.
And I will bet that WHZ can help with that.
That is right. Great segue, Wayne, to what we can do. Our motto is plan well, invest well, and live well. We take that holistic view of your financial life, helping balance current needs, future goals, and ensuring that a legacy lasts for generations.
For listeners who want to take that next step, how can they get in touch?
We'd love to talk. We start with I'd recommend downloading our free guide online, Smart Strategies to Maximize Generational Wealth. It's available in the footer of our website. And while you're there, you can schedule complimentary discovery sessions to see how we can help create a personalized strategy for building wealth. Or you can give us a call the old-fashioned way, 860-928-2341. And that is our direct line. You can schedule a complimentary discovery call that way as well, and we'll help build a personalized roadmap for a family's future.
Jonathan, as always, great insights, great advice. Thank you for joining me this morning.
For more information regarding wealth management and customized financial planning with WHZ Strategic Wealth Advisors, please visit WHZwealth.com. WHZ Strategic Wealth Advisors offer securities and advisory services through Commonwealth Financial Network, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Fixed insurance products and services offered through CES Insurance Agency. They practice at 697 Pomfret Street, Pomfret Center, Connecticut 06259, and 392A Marrow Road, Tolland, Connecticut 06084. They can be reached at 860-928-2341. WHZ Strategic Wealth Advisors do not provide legal or tax advice. The tenured financial services team strives to support clients in achieving their financial life goals while providing absolute confidence and unwavering partnership for life.